This segment of Showcase is brought to you by Coastal Contracting, and we are here. We are right in the fan near the Museum District. Hi, Kwan. Thank you for inviting us in. We're going to be going from studs to sold and actually watching through several weeks as you renovate this home.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're here in this 1910 home in the heart of the fan and just a few blocks away from the Museum District.
Okay, so you're going to walk us through because on first impression, it's beautiful on the outside.
Yes.
Needs some work on the inside. You're going to walk us through today. We're going to get to see what we're starting with, and then every week we'll learn more.
Sure. So we're in the living room now. Their living room ceiling will be gutted because they installed the HVAC ductwork in the ceiling and then built it down, so it made the ceiling a lot lower. So we're going to restore that back, to an 8-foot ceiling, possibly 9-foot ceiling.
Okay.
Yep. And then, over here we have the kitchen area, which we will be opening up this entire wall, so it opens up into the living room.
Oh, wow.
And then we will add, an 8-foot island, and then we'll expand cabinets from that little nook area, into the little bit of that living room area.
It's really interesting because when you look at all the homes in Richmond, especially in this area, there is such a very Richmond sense of what a home looks like from the outside. But it seems like people are wanting to change the inside to be more modern, more spacious. Is that what you're seeing from your clients?
Absolutely. They want, everything to be modern, updated, safe, because the biggest part of this home is that it, hasn't been lived in for possibly like about a year.
Okay.
And so, with the efficiency in the heating and cooling, it has,
There's some dust, some mold, some things going on. Yeah, so your first step is you kind of have to figure out structurally what do you need to change over.
There are a few structural issues upstairs. There's cracks that you can see. It's indicative of a structural problem. So we'll be gutting the kitchen, the living room, all the bathrooms, and then trying to figure out where that structural issue is coming from and repair it.
Now this room, what do we have here?
Okay, so this is currently half bath / laundry. We're going to be moving the laundry upstairs, and then somehow we'll fit a full size, shower, and then, so we call it.
I like how you say somehow, Kwan. Like
Somehow.
you're like, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make it happen.
So I haven't quite, have that blueprint ready yet.
All right, tell us about this room. What is your plan here?
Okay, so this room, we believe it used to be a single car garage, and the same thing. The ceiling is approximately 6'8", is a little bit too low, to be a office room, bedroom, and there is definitely an active leak there. There's mold. I mean, everything's going to be gutted, the walls and ceiling, so we can make sure we repair any moisture from coming in, and then increasing the ceiling height to at least an 8-foot height.
What I think is so interesting is that, you watch all these shows or you're watching, something on TikTok and you're like, oh, I could totally do that myself. And I could just paint it. But then when you really see that the structural pieces are really important, if you just paint right over that, I mean, that's going to be a hot mess. So Coastal Contracting, you guys are able to actually come through and go, okay, this is what we need to start with. This is where we need to begin at the foundation before we can even think about the aesthetics and all the add-ons.
Correct. We definitely have a plan, to add a larger primary bedroom upstairs with a primary bathroom and a primary closet. This home is just gonna get a massive makeover.
Yes, it is. And I love that you're a female-owned business too. I think that's a really great space as well. Well, we're excited. We're gonna go through this every week, and you're gonna be able to actually see as we go from studs and this renovation and demo project all the way into a sold house, and might even be one that you want to get. So we're excited, Kwan, to check in with you every week and see where we're at with the process. This segment of Showcase is brought to you by Coastal Contracting.